Got Emily someone full guard. Okay. For those of you that don't, that are kind of newer to the BJJ, I'm deemed to be in a better position than Emma. I can do more attacks than she can to me, and I have the ability to break a posture sweep, get to a better position. She's going to try and pass my guard. The position's so dominant that if she manages to get out from between my legs, she'll get 3 points if she gets to a good position. Where if I do a sweep and I knock my partner over, I'd only get 2 points because I'm deemed to be able to do that. I'm in a better position. One of the things that we want to do is we want to work on what we call structure or posture breaking. And the posture breaking is really simple. Is anytime that Emma has a strong posture, it's harder for me to attack and harder for me to armbar a triangle. So what I want to do is I want to try and break my partner's posture down to at least give me an opportunity to start to control her. One of the things I've seen is people try and grab the gear and they try and break the partner down. But if my partner's frame system is strong, I'm going to have a hard time doing that. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to get a grip on the outside of the sleeve, but I want to kind of hold it against my hip. So I'm not hand over, I'm kind of hand under. Now this is a really easy motion. I lift my hip, I move my hip to the side, and the arm comes across. So the structure, posture will be broken. So instead of me trying to pull the arm across, which is a lot of the time that they're going to fight this, if I get this control, I can put my feet down and lift up my hips. This is going to put me into a far better position to control her posture, the sweep, and the arm bar. So watch again, is this. I'll put my feet down by a knee squeeze. I raise my hips. I'm pushing the wrist across. I'm coming over. I'm going to grab top over from here. Regard. One more time. So on the outside, if I'm having trouble breaking my partner down, Emma's got amazing posture. But grip on the outside, raise my hips. At the pinnacle, as I drop my hip, I'm shoving her arm across. Up, swap my hands and grip to here. So I want to have one hand across in front and one hand on the elbow joint. And this is where I want to start. 1, 2, 3. Just with the grips, right. The pushing motion versus a pulling motion. The pulling motion is always going to be stronger than a pushing motion in this case. Right. So if I just try and push Emma's arm across, there's no way it's going to go like she's going to fight me. Secondly, even if I get the 2-on-1, if she's got her hands tied onto my belt, my gear, whatever like that, it makes it extremely hard to move. So understanding that she's not going to pass my guard right now because she's focused on holding the gear pad. So I have the luxury of undoing my legs, but I have to have a knee squeeze. If I undo my legs and legs open, she's in prime position to pass. So if I try and go, so I try and go, push, she goes, nope. I understand that right now her focus is on her hands not moving and it's not on me, or not on passing the guard. So my feet go down, my knees come in, right? And you're gonna find that this is a really easy concept to now cross it over. Right. So, slow motion. I give it a little bit of a push. My feet go down, but my knees come in. I hip raise and I turn my hips to push it. Grab over, get my grip. The hardest part now is my hips are offline. I find this very hard to get my left leg over her head. So I'm going to put our feet on the ground, realign again. My knee comes up, I turn my foot, and this will be nice and easy to get the arm bar. So this is where we want to go. We want to make sure that the arms are across the body. So the next part that we're going to do, guys, just make sure everyone's step by step, come on Declan, is grip, push, feet, knee squeeze, grab it, shove it across, hold it, here. Feet come back down, realign. I always like to test the balance. Can I get my sweep? No, definitely going to get my arm bar. The head's so far, if I can't get the sweep, I'm definitely going to get the arm bar. The head's so far traveled, it's easy to come over. So again, grip. Okay, I can't move it, she's got a really good grip. Feet go down, knees come in. Hip bump, drag it across, lock my hips. 1, 2, drop my hips down again. Okay, now all we're going to do is pull a little bit of pressure, push. So I'm going to go pull and push. And just see, can I get my sweep? Yep. I'll still take the armbar. Just test the system out. 1, 2, 3. This is kind of like the invisible jiu-jitsu. This is the stuff that you look at and you probably wouldn't pick it up. And you know, like how come the sweep works sometimes, how come it doesn't work the other times. And this is a small detail that was really important to me, that improved my game. Okay, so once again, grip, feet go down, hip pump, turn my hips, 1, 2. Now, if I simply shuffle my hips, I'm not underneath my partner. By default, I'm kind of moving my partner. Where if I go raise my hips and turn, I have the ability to move. So on the secondary one is another hip bump. Watch again. Did such a small detail. Okay. Feet squeeze, 1, 1, 2, here. So what I see people do is they got their shoulder roll. What's happening now is I'm allowing Emma to put all her weight directly on top of me, so I now can't roll my hips because the weight by default is on me. So when I go hip bump, watch what happens to her shoulder angle. So this gives me the drive to knock it over or to hit the arm bar. So once you're here, the more that I slide under, the more she's just going to realign and control. The more that I hip bump, the more I have the ability to sweep. So that secondary hip bump is really important. For those of you that are really kind of cool guys, like the elbow, raise your hips, and here's your more arm bar. You don't even have to go to mount. 1, 2, 3. In the guard arm bar, so once again, is the secondary entrance from here. Try to pull it, she gets a really strong grip, so feet go down, knees squeeze, hip bump, turn my hips, drag it, grab it. The part of the arm bar that I see people miss out on is this, but once I start to realign, I bring my knee to my chest. So I go feet down, hip bump, my knee comes to my chest, that locks her into position. This also means it's harder for her to get posture. I now put my foot, swing, and my leg goes over the head and doesn't lock. Emma can drive her head forward or pull the arm out, and she has better control over me. If I lock my foot behind, so the leg that's over the head that she's trying to drive forward, if I lock that behind the other one, it gives me a locking mechanic and enables me to control the fight a little bit better. She can still stack me up, but at least I'm in the game. I'm not going to get rolled over my neck. Anytime that my knees come together, I'm definitely going to get stacked up. Anytime my knees are apart, at least if she does roll me, I have the ability to kind of keep my posture not right up on the back of my neck. So again, from here, try to grab it, cannot do, feet, knees, hip bump, drag, 1, 2. Realign, near my chest, turn the ankle, push the face, 1, 2, take the arm to my hip. To complete the arm bar, I'm slowly dropping this knee to the ground, so the leg that's over the head slowly goes to the ground. I'll put the arm out full extension and I'll be able to complete the arm bar. Whatever you guys do from here, one of the biggest fallacies is that I kick away. If Emma's elbow's on the verge of being out, as I kick away, she's going to be able to move out of it. But, so instead of doing that is, once the arm's in position, I'll try to use my feet to hold her in. So I'm kind of going pinch with my heels down to hold in. So if she does try to pull the arm out, it's locked in. Where my feet are long, she can pull the arm out. So the locking mechanic when we put the arm back in, is my heels go down and I lock it down. So that way the arm's at full extension, easy to break, and it's hard for her to pull it out as well. Okay, full arm bar guys, 1, 2, 3. And this is the timing, right? So once he takes my arm, my elbow across the body, I know that it's either going to be an arm drag or an arm bar. Right, he's either going to drag and take my back, or he's going to take the arm bar. So what I do from here is I kind of keep my posture nice and tight. As Josh swings his head to the armbar, I capture the head. This is really important. I don't go reaching for it, I wait till he swings. He'll bring the leg round the head. So from here, this is the key. Before he turns his knee out, or as he does, I turn my chin in and then I turn the knee towards his head. If my head's facing away, he can swing his leg away from me and straighten my arm. If I turn my chin in, he swings his knee away. So the head position's king. To block his hips out, step up and onto the back side of the hip. On my toes, not flat, here. This will allow me the leverage to pull my armbar arm out. This is issue. Hold the hip, put your hand onto the ground. Create space, push your partner around, put your heel to the armpit. Put your heel to the armpit, sit down and sweat and take the armbar. And again. So the indicator is once my elbow's gone here, I don't want to grab early. So as he brings his head around, capture and back it up. He'll hit the armbar, so push armbar, and one, turn my chin in. He'll still put his hips elevated, so it's hard for him to bring the leg around to triangle and to extend to the armbar. Number 2, step up, backside. Okay, this will take a little bit, so take your time. As long as my chin's in, I can pull my arm out, block it, hand goes to the ground, create space. Push the hip, swing, one more time. Second. Come on, buddy. Get on, Bobby. So, drags elbow. As the head comes around, I'll grab it and make sure it's nice and tight. As his leg comes around my head, this is the key. If my head's facing away, he can extend his leg and extend my arm. If I turn my chin in, he extends his leg. Well, that sucks. Step up, block it. Pull. Palm. Create space. This would be how dexterous you are. Like my favorite, I like to knee ride from here. So post, like go to my knee ride position. And even if I've got the leg, he can't roll out the armbar now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go, partners! Look, I didn't take it too much. So, reaction-based pass. What happens is I'm inside Emma's guard, and Emma ends up getting either the gear control, the head control, and pulls me down. So I'm having that like I'm having trouble getting my posture. But man, so one of the two things is I want to make sure that my thumbs face forward. My thumbs are facing forward, my elbows are in. My fingers are facing forward by default, my elbows flare. So I want to try and always get my grip this way. So I'll be holding here. As soon as she gets grips, my elbows come in. Now I'm trying to get posture, Mike. I can't get posture. He's got really good control. Walk your legs back and spread your knees. Walk your legs back, spread your knees. Push back, shoot under. Come over. Now, this is the hardest part. Post. Switch. Armbar. So this is when I'm inside the guard and I'm trying to get posture and that, and like, you know, that like, man, knee spread, elbows come on the inside, hip break, so kind of like a cat stretch, down blunders, control. Now I'm going to go slow motion. Post, open the window, step through the window, so I'm laying down next to my partner, step overhead, hop your knee, and armbar. Oh, sorry, baby, I felt that. So this is one of the ones, like, you know, I'm trying to get the posture. Declan's got really good control. I'm like, man. So from here, it's just like Knees go apart from there and I push back. Once I get the position, knees spread, cat stretch. Under, over. Watch. Post, open up the valley, step through the valley, swing, and armbar. It's super tight. Would you like to see it one more time? Okay. The second part's the hardest part. The first part's easy. So here, once again, control. I'm having trouble. So knees spread, wriggle back, push. Wriggle back, push. Got it. Swing one, swing two, top over. Post out. My hand has to be facing away. Step up. Baseball slide under my partner, but make sure my elbow is over his arm. Step one, snap my knee, and the arm bar super tight. 1, 2, 3.